Hello there, my name is Ron Burns. I'm the Cub Master for Pack 899 in Chandler, Arizona. I was put together a few minute video presentation to walk through, specifically for newly called leaders, the training that the BSA requires to even submit your adult application and background check. So I just want to take you to the BSA training portal, walk you through that, and really it's pretty straightforward. It's a pretty simple portal, but I think this will hopefully help you get going in the right direction. So first of all you need to do is I'm just going to access this using Internet Explorer. I've used Firefox, Chrome, Google Chrome. Have not used it with Safari. Not a Mac guy, don't hold that against me, but I would imagine it'll work fine with that browser as well. So I'm just going to go to MyScouting.org. On their main page, obviously you'll see with my Internet Explorer I have the security warning, and so I'm just selected yes on that. You've got two sections. Obviously you have on the left it's a login if you have your profile created, and on the right the ability to go and create that profile. I'm not going to create the profile, but I'll walk you through. I mean, just go in, create an account, and you'll be asked to put in a username. It needs to be a unique username, and it'll check and see if there's availability, and then password and your contact information. So this is designed to allow anybody with no prior BSA registration background to come in and just to create a username and password. That's it. It doesn't link you to the BSA's database. There's a process on a subsequent video I'll do to show you how to link once you've created your profile and after you got your official BSA registration number back. Once you go through your new account creation, create your profile, it'll land you back onto this page again, and at this point you'll just simply log in. So I'm going to use my login. Okay. When you do log into to their portal, you'll see here it's obviously it knows I belong to the Grand Canyon Council. That's where my membership is. You have your navigation on the top and pretty much your left nav as well. You can get to it multiple ways, but I just in the left nav, the e-learning center, and when that refreshes, you'll see that there are really three sections of the training: the Cub Scout, Boy Scout, Varsity Scout, and then the venturing. Okay, the navigation is the same on all of them. You have your core training, which consists of your youth protection. Again, that needs, as I mentioned, needs to be turned in with your adult application. So this will actually be the first or second thing you do, depending on if you do the application first or not, to be able to turn this in after your calling's been extended. And then you have so that's the core training there, and for Cub Scouts as well as Boy Scouts. And then you have your supplemental training. The supplemental training is important for, and you'll see I need to finish my safe swim, safety afloat, and weather hazards. Those are the three core if I'm doing hike or camp outs with the boys. That at least one leader has to have, and I've had my other leaders, den leaders, that were trained on that, but still I need to go through and get that. The nice thing with this is once you start the training, it'll walk you through the video. Just sit back, be prepared to be entertained. They're not bad actually, but then as you go through and at the end you take your little test. Very important, especially for the youth protection, making sure you get credit, is at the end of the course congratulations, and it will actually print you up a certificate. I think I've seen it to where I've had to type in my name, but print that certificate out because that's the proof that you've completed the course. Okay. Same for the Boy Scouts. So you have your youth protection, your fast start. So again, this would be your kind of introduction to Boy Scouting. Specifically for the Boy Scout, Scout Master, Assistant Scout Masters, and any Deacons Quorum advisors would go through the Fast Start Boy Scouting. And this is scouting as well, so scouting history. And then basic training. So right now there's no basic training that they have, leader specific training, and then the supplemental training. And then going over to the venturing, same thing. The difference you'll notice is they have a youth protection training. The youth protection that BSA had for Cubs, Boy Scouts, and varsity. So that consists of our 8-year-old all the way up to the boys that are teachers. It's the same training. When they go priests or when they're venturing crew, it's a different youth protection. So know that if you've taken last year, let's say you were a den leader or you're a scoutmaster, you will need to retake the appropriate youth protection for the venturing. And then obviously the fast start for venturing, which is different than scouting, and then this is scouting is the same, but then your supplemental training. So your basic training, your leader specific training, there is a difference here. So your Boy Scout, varsity, and venturing, there's no leader specific training that you can take online. That will need to be taken through. You can get that information from Roundtable, and those are classes you'll have to attend. And there's bookwork involved. It's multiple sessions. This is the difference with Cub Scouts. We have all of our leader specific training right here in the Cub Scouts. And again, our fast start training is specific to the calling. We have den leaders, Cub masters, pack committee, but then we do our leader specific within that. So it's great. And then if we have a wolf position called, then we would do the leader specific on that. So and once you're done, just maintain that username and password, because as I mentioned, you will there is a way once you're registered with BSA to link this profile to your BSA ID that will always be yours. And so at that point, any training you do in the future is linked from that point on. So thanks for your time.